You guys know the deal. We are back with the series once again. You guys have been showing a lot of love, so I said why not. However, this one is going to be different once again. As you know, last video we did hit platinum, but that means that we're a step closer to diamond. Now, because platinum is one of the bigger leagues and you need around, well, I want to say 300 elo to pass it, I'm going to be splitting this part into 2 different videos, just so I don't get too broad with the tips I'm going to say. So this video will be 1690 to around 1850 elo probably. Our next video will go from 1850 to diamond. Also, it makes it a lot easier to make the videos because it does take a long time to gain elo. For both videos, I will be playing Scythe. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into this. However, the only side character free right now is Loki, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to play Loki, so we're gonna go buy one real quick. We're just gonna buy the one that everybody uses. We're gonna buy Montage real quick, and now we can finally get to run in the games. For our first game, we are fighting a Nyx. I'm gonna allow him to get a weapon. Now, because we are in plat, these players are going to be a lot better with their movement. You can tell this guy's dashing around. That's a big improvement from the last things we've seen. And also, you saw there, he knows how to do some combos. So at this stage, you're going to have to know pretty good spacing to get here. And also, you're going to want to learn the aspect of reading more. Just like that right there. A lot of people in the platinum elo love going for reads. Like, they make it their life. Like, they even want to get clips. I think I'm dead, by the way. Yeah, I'm dead. But yeah, people in platinum, they love to go for clips. So don't be too surprised if you see somebody just start mashing buttons after they hit you once. Like, just like that. Like, he popped the ground pound. He did not think it was going to hit me. It did hit me. But just because it hit me doesn't mean it was a good move. They will typically just try to follow everything up without knowing if it's a good move or not. And that's just because they want to look flashy. And that's pretty much how most of platinum goes. Because they still have some bad habits. Like right there, the GC wasn't the greatest. It just requires a lot more time to actually find like the problems in their gameplay, because they pretty much have the fundamentals down, but again, it is just the bad habits. Like this guy at low-key has been spot dodging all game. I just haven't been paying attention. Like you see that right there. And yeah, you just gotta take a closer look and you should be able to win. Victory. Next one we got up is a Volkov against Scythe. Platinum players normally love the Scythe. Again, because it's the most flashy weapon to play, and because it is a pretty flashy weapon, and it is a lot of fun to play. But this game, I'll try to point out a lot more habits that they typically have. So again, that guy went in that time. So you want to typically try to remember that he went in. So now let's try to hit him again. Let's see if he goes in. Yeah, again, he went in. He even had a dodge, and his instinct was to still go in. Also, you just want to wait. So there, we really just took advantage of his like really bad spacing, and because he was off stage. With Scythe, you typically want to keep them off the stage. Like you see they were giving the air. You see how he dodged in again? That time he went out. See, they're gonna mix it up, but they will always have this one singular habit they love to do. You'll typically see this like in the first stocks. That guy is totally dead, by the way. As I was saying, you will see this in their first few stocks of the game. Typically, their first stock, they'll have a specific habit. So like the first stock you saw, he was dodging in a lot, and now he's just 6 spamming because he's pretty much like he doesn't really know what to do. He's quit the game. But the first stock, he was dodging in a lot, right? So I used that to my advantage later in the game, and I was able to rack up a lot of damage and even a whole combo to kill him with it. And just like that, he's dead. Just to show that again, we'll get in the next game and I'll show you the first stock and just show you what habits to look out for. Now, you want to use your first stock as pretty much like an information builder, right? So first off, you want to like, this is where you see how their neutral is. This is how you see what they like to do when they attack. And this is how you see what they like to do when you get near them, right? So again, we'll try to see some habits that this guy likes to do in the first stock. We won't try to hit him. We'll just try to see the habits. So we get near him. Right, he likes to be really far away. You can tell because he's panicking a lot and he's backing up. So he likes to have the spacing in the thing, right? I'm gonna throw out some attacks so he doesn't think I'm just parrying him out. You see there? He likes to be outside of my range just before he wants to attack. Right, so you see this? Look, he doesn't like me being right next to him, so then he starts mashing. So now we know when we get next to him, he's gonna start mashing. So because we know this, try to bait out a mash and then punish just like that. And then we can slowly build on that because now we know he's a masher. Look, he's scared now because just at the beginning of the game, we were going around him and he didn't know what to do. So now he's really confused about how we play it. See that? He did a random end sig, and now he doesn't have a dodge, which we can further punish, and he's dead. Another thing I like to say is if you have the lead, do not play too aggressive. Like you see, they panic a lot when they're down a stock, and they'll just start making random moves. Like you see that guy, he just popped a random GC, which led to me getting a read on him and just building a ton of damage. Again, you see that random move to try to kill me. And you just gotta remember that they're gonna try to pursue you to kill you at any moment when you're in the red. So you see, this guy's still panicking. I get near him, he's panicking a lot because he is lower than me. Keep in mind, we saw this in the first stock of the game when he was backing up really scared and he wanted the spacing. We already knew how he's gonna play from the start. It's not surprising because we already knew what he was going to do just from the first stock of collecting information. So that time he spot dodged. And typically they'll develop other habits throughout the game if they notice something's not working. So let's say we hit him. Okay, he dodged out and then he likes to go straight in, right? So look, now he went out again and he wasted his dodge. Which again, we can stack up on. And look, he's off the stage. He only has a dodge now. And just like that, he's dead. Basically, to sum it up, what I'm trying to say is, because Platinum players can vary from playing really passive. I don't have an emote button, my brother. Because Platinum players can vary from playing really slow to really fast, you want to use the first stock you have to try to collect information about them. Right, so you see, we got next to this guy, he got scared and he popped a sig, right? Again, so you can tell that he likes using GCs on Tesca to get back to the stage. Again, he wasted his dodge again, and just from those little reads, not even reads, just reactions, he's at red already. Again, look, another sig near the edge. So this guy likes sigging near the edge a lot with Tesca. So now we know not to overcommit off stage because he's always going to be ready with some type of sig. So let's see if we can try to bait out a sig maybe. Like, see? Just like that. You see what I mean? And we can tell all that just from what he did the first few seconds of the game. So now he's whiffing a lot because now he's a stock down, so he's desperate to try to get our stock off. Again, a random sig. Well, that sig actually hit me. That was good. But again, he overcommitted and just like that, he's dead. I was fully dead. There was no purpose to go down there, and yet he still went down there and we still hit him and we got rid of his whole stock. And I know all this just because of the first stock of the game. He started sigging near the edge a lot, so we had to watch out. And then after his first stock, he started pursuing us a lot, so we knew he was going to be aggressive. Let's see, sig, back up, again, random move again. You see what I mean? So basically, you can just get a little tiny grasp of how they want to play the game. You can just completely destroy them because you know what they're doing. You just have to find ways to play around it. See, next game up, we're fighting a Sir Roland, which has Lance. And what did I say before? Platinum players love Scythe and Lance, because those are the two basically broken weapons down here. So again, let's see what he likes to do when we get near him. It is kind of riskier with Lance because you can see he does have a lot of options. But you can see he's pretty much just mashing. You see that he did a random sig, random attack, random sig again. So we know that he's a masher. So our main objective this game is going to be to wait for him to miss, and then we can get in for the punishment. So see, try to make him miss and get in for the punishment. See, miss, get in, grab him with that, and because he had no dodge, he's dead. All we had to do was just wait for him to whiff, because now we know how he's going to play. See, whiff. Slow down a little more. Whiff. See? And again, we only got this from the first singular 5 seconds of the game. We can tell just how he plays. You can tell a lot from the people. You can tell whether they love to be on the stage. You can tell if they love to be in the air. You can tell if they like dodging a certain way, or even, just like this guy, if they love to mash. You see, I'm not even near him and he's still doing attacks. Again, random Sarah to get in. Random Sig to try to punish me. And that should be the stop. This isn't anything new we've seen, so I'll try to wrap this game up pretty fast. Dodge in. Take him off. Jump. Catch the recovery. Catch that. Ground pound. And he is dead. Gonna hop right into the next game. We got a Yumiko. This time is different. We have bow and hammer, so we do gotta watch out for a few different things. Let him get a weapon, but you see how his movement's a lot more faster. Platinum players can be really difficult to predict, so that's why I like to get near them and see what they do the first stock. So we can see we got next to him, he mashed, spot dodged, again random move, and spot dodge. Okay, so this guy's really big on spot dodging. See that? He just spot dodged again. So now that we know that, we can try to close in the gaps, and when we do, we can try to read some sort of spot dodge and maybe try to get a KO. But that stock, we did kill him just because his spacing wasn't the greatest and because he just wasn't really good placing his attacks. But here, I'll try to put the spot dodge into action. And also, we also picked up on the mashing thing that he had, so we can see right here, mash, get near him, mash, mash, see? He's just straight mashing. So you want to try to collect different kinds of habits, so just in case one doesn't work, like if they try to switch it up like that guy. Oh, by the way, he disconnected. But as I was saying, if they try to switch it up like that guy, like see how that guy really wasn't spot dodging anymore? You want to have another habit to go off of, which for most of these players is going to be the whiffing. Obliteration. And keep in mind, that guy was 1840. That guy is in the middle platinum. Cannon and gauntlets. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this guy's pretty creative with it. We can already see. He just popped that. He just popped the GC. So let's get in. See what he can do. You don't even have to have a weapon to do this. Okay, but you can see, again, it's just straight mashing. He did random moves that you would not typically see, and it seems that he loves to ground pound off stage. Now, yeah, he does play different. Some would say weird, but it's still the same principles. He's still doing the same things that everybody else is. You just gotta have a good eye out to be able to notice what he's actually doing. So again, you see, he just did 3 attacks. I wasn't near him at all. It's basically the same for almost every single one of these people. Random whiff. Whiff. Okay, random sig. It did hit me, but again, that was a random sig. Look, he did a random sig again, but this time it didn't hit me. Again. Read him. And now we can just tell that he likes to float a lot. So look, again, that's why I mean, try to collect different habits, because look, now he's floating a lot when I'm next to him. You see that? You see that? You see how he's playing in the air now? Oh, I don't know what happened to him. See that? You see how he's playing like in the air now? You see how he's using a lot more of his options and he's hopping? That's another habit that we collected once again that we can use against him. Again, random sig. And that should be the game. Now, when it comes down to the particular weapon you have, most of the weapons do have a pretty good idea of how to punish. Especially with Scythe, the weapon we are using now, it has a lot of punishing tools. First of all, the end light is super good to see where they like to dodge, just like that. And on top of that, the nair really work together great, and you can like put somebody in a combo. On top of, they're pretty fast moves, so you can't really get too punished for doing them if you do them in the right places. But also, its sidelight is super fast and it hits really close, so if you get near them, you can just kind of use this, and it does have 2 different versions. And not to mention the fact that it has the ability to grab people and toss them where you want them to be. This weapon has a lot of control and you can do a lot with it, which makes it a really good tool for getting out of platinum if you do use it correctly. So again, see, we saw that he spot dodged there just by 1 move. Oh, random ground pound. He is going to be dead. We'll go for a little extra here. There's the game. Oh, look, we got another Yumiko. I think it's the same guy from last time, but just in case we can't check at the beginning, just to show you that people don't really change up their playstyle. They play the same against everybody. So like you can see here, again, he did the exact same thing we saw last time. He whiffed a little bit, and then he started doing some random end lights. And yeah, look, see, he's dodging down, he's spot dodging a lot, he's missing a lot, and that's everything that we caught from the last game that we played with him. So he really likes missing those end lights, and a grab will do the stock. I wasn't doing anything crazy there, I was just simply reading his movements. I'll slow it down just in case, but look, spot dodge, caught the spot dodge, just get the little infinite. He hit the end light, but look, see, they overcommit all the way because he's down a full stock. You gotta remember that. I can't stress it enough. People overcommit so much in this game. And they always try to find the quickest way to kill you. You see that? He just tried to hit me with an N-Sig because he knew if he hit the N-Sig, I would probably be dead from that. So you gotta be aware of these things. You gotta, like, make sure you're not in so much danger. I would recommend probably staying in the middle of the stage. And just trying to like get your basic hits in. And once you do, you know, you can climb it up pretty well because you're not in any danger. While the other person is getting tossed up and they're getting thrown to the side and everything, you're still calm. You're still keeping your composure. Okay, this time we got a Zol cannon. Let's just try to collect some information. Okay, we get near him. He likes, okay, so he's very aggressive. You can see that. He likes throwing out a bunch of attacks. See that? He likes throwing out a bunch of attacks. Now notice how I'm not super worried about my health going down. That's because you're collecting information. It's not like it's useless and you're just getting hit because he's better than you. But you're collecting information that you can use against them. Like, see, we just collected all that back just because we read he's aggressive, so we took advantage of that. And he's dead. So don't panic so much if you're getting all your stock ripped out, because you're, like, developing an understanding of how they play so you can use it against them. Trying to jump down? Yeah. Also, as you keep playing, you'll get more experience and you'll notice what people like to do. A lot of people like to go for that fast fall axe ground pound, so that's why I knew how to avoid it. And see, he overcommitted there because he's so aggressive that we just caught him immediately. Another thing with the reacting, we are reacting really well against him. We are just hitting him and he's dodging a certain way, and we're like, with our fast reflexes, we're getting to it. You can see here, dodged out, and now he doesn't have his dodge, and he went in too quickly. You saw how we punished that? See where he goes now? Down. So we caught that. See, there's some more damage. We did miss the last hit, but again, there's more damage. So again, look, just to show you, we'll get near him. He's very, very aggressive, and you can clearly tell this because he's just doing random attacks. See that? And that's why we've developed such a big lead on him, because we knew exactly what he was doing. So again, that guy was 1862. He was in the middle of platinum. So while people do get a lot faster, their habits don't necessarily change. They really just kind of developed a mask around it, and they try to confuse you with movement instead.
Complete annihilation.
And that's gonna end us off at 1848, which puts us basically halfway to diamond. And now instead of going in the training room and showing you what to improve on, I'll actually do it myself and I'll go into experimental. So the first thing I would like to say is if you're stuck in platinum, you really want to get good at seeing what your opponents do the first stock. The first stock can be really good if you use it to your advantage. So instead of just endlessly like attacking, you can see what they like to do. So look, I'll show you right now just in this gameplay. Go around him. You see how he's doing a lot of side lights. He likes to like follow up a lot. See this? Random moves when I get near him. And he got frustrated and he threw his weapon. You see this? It's just straight whiffing, right? So again, just getting pretty good at what their habits are and what they like to do. That can really help with your gameplay. Another thing I would say is reacting. Reacting is a very, very good tool. I will show you this in the training room actually. Let's just go to the training room real quick. While you can also train your reacting in the experimental, just to start it off, it is pretty good to come in the training room. And you can put the AI setting to either stand or any setting, really, it's fine. And then you want to come down here to dodge reaction and you want to put that on random. So every time you hit them, they are going to dodge a random direction. And you just want to focus on like trying to get that dodge really, really fast. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. And once you get that down, you can actually put it into games. You're going to find that you're getting a lot more damage on your opponents because instead of just endlessly reading, you're actually waiting to see where they go and then you're reacting based off that. That brings me into my last tip, which is movement. You saw in this video, people did have pretty good movement, even compared to the last few videos. They had amazing movement. Now I will be dropping a movement guide in the future, but just to sum it up, I'll show you guys a little quick little tutorial on how to actually do it. So again, the first thing, the very important thing is dash jumping. To dash jump, all you want to do is jump, press dash at the same time. Wait, I should probably put my controller on for this. So during a dash jump, what you're doing is you're jumping, you're dashing at the same time, so you're pressing both buttons at the same time, and then right before you see yourself land the second time, you're pressing it back in the same direction that you came back from. So it'll look like this in real time. And to slow it down, you can see that I'm dash jumping right before I hit the floor. I do it again, so it looks like I'm kind of snapping, and you dash and jump the same way you came back from. Now that's just how to do your little dash jump. The more you do it, the faster you'll get at it. You can also just mix it up with random dodges on the floor. This is a really good tool to use to like bait out your opponents. So like, let's say this core is trying to attack me. I can dash in and dash out, so I get in the position really fast and out of the position really fast, which could cause the core to like try to hit me with some type of sidelight or something, which then I can use to my advantage because he missed, and I could like continue on some amazing string. And again, remember, off stage, do not waste all your options. Sometimes you might have to delay it a little more if somebody's getting ready to ground pound you. And yeah, most of this will come with practice. Do not worry, you will get there, I promise. As long as you follow these tips, you'll make it to the higher version of platinum and possibly even diamond. And I think I've covered everything I want to say, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.